Alright, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Wakwak, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakwafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, we're going to be talking about this new crime trend that is apparently sweeping across the country. Alright, now I'm going to let this video play, and I want you to hear what they were saying, because this ties in beauty. And Slaki, that's the thing. All right, hold on. Let me get that precept. That's a perfect way to start the video off. Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. All right, the Lord's counsel, the Lord's word, okay, it is going to stand no matter what. It is whatever the Lord said. The Lord said that something was going to happen, and it's going to happen. And on top of that, everything is playing out exactly, and I mean exactly how in tandem or in correlation to what the Lord prophesied. Okay, like this is such a crazy thing, and we're going to get into that. Let's watch this video, because I'm not happy about this new crime trend. All right, well, no, Slaki, I am happy about the new crime trend simply because it aligns with biblical prophecy. All right, and just to I'm not gonna get it, but let's just watch. All right, Slakia. Hold on.
An alarming new crime trend from the state of Texas, which is now spreading really all across the southeast, and police say it can happen in just a few seconds.
Jugging rhymes with mugging. It spread from Texas to South Carolina. Some police in small towns there weren't even sure what the word meant until the crime started happening in their own districts.
Derived from the term mugging, but since a mug holds less, a jug is make a bigger score.
This video is of a gunpoint robbery in Sherman, California. The customer throws his bag of $10,000 cash, and the thieves take off. It's called bank jugging. Thieves watch you taking out money from the bank, follow you, and rob you. It can happen quickly anywhere at any time. In Austin, Texas, police report more than 60 cases in the first half of the year. And in California, police have noticed an uptick over the past few months.
Police say you can see a driver who had recently gotten money out of a Chase bank and came to this convenience store on Telephone Road. In just seconds, the 4Runner pulls up, followed by a white Chrysler. And men from the vehicles, two break out the windows on both sides of the victim's vehicle before reaching in and taking off with the cash.
And leaving envelopes stuffed with cash, or even putting it in a glove compartment. Nothing safe.
The day before, Houston police say this man took money from inside a vehicle at a car wash. When confronted by that vehicle's owner, the suspect showed a weapon before getting away with money also recently withdrawn from a bank.
In North Dallas, he backed his car in, and then 3 armed men jump out of an SUV, run up, and start pointing their guns at him, even pounding on his window, demanding he give up the cash he has on him. In this case, their plan did not work because Mark kept his doors locked and managed to escape.
Investigators say 27-year-old Johnson and 31-year-old Davis Mitchell followed a bank customer who had just withdrawn $75,000. The constable talked with both victims today.
The wife is at home. She has a broken shoulder and some ribs. She has about a 6 to 8 week recovery process. They are very relieved to know that we got these individuals off the street.
About a week ago, this jugging incident took place. You can see the video. This man was followed back to his business and beaten and robbed in the middle of the afternoon.
Police say this is Farrell Dembry and 2 others committing a jugging at the Bank of America on Fallon Loop Road last month. A 4th suspect waited in the car. A repairman was working on the ATM at the time.
The suspects had, while he was working on the ATM, pulled up, forced him to the ground, told him to lay there, indicated that they had a weapon, said they would shoot him if he moved.
Dembry disabled a different ATM in St. Louis earlier in the day, triggering a call to the repairman. They then followed the repairman around to different jobs until they got to O'Fallon.
In the video, you can kind of see this guy sneaking around the cars, and he takes something out of your car. What did he take?
He took money. He took the money I just got out the bank, and it was deliberate.
And how much money was stolen from you?
$60,000. I was just trying to, have a little cash to kind of negotiate better and that type of thing. We never expecting that it was all gonna just disappear.
On February 13th, cameras showed the moment he attacked Trung, body slamming her to the ground and stealing her money. He followed her after she stopped by a bank and withdrew over $4,000 to pay for a family trip to Vietnam. The Houston woman's adjusting to having limited mobility, left paralyzed. 18-year-old Joseph Harrell pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery, causing serious bodily injury, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
All right, so yeah, there you have it. Now, I really want to point out something, okay? Because there was a time, okay? There was a time when people were saying a bunch of stuff like, oh, the banks are not letting me withdraw money. Oh, the banks are doing this, the banks are doing that. You guys need to withdraw all your money from your banks, this, then, the third. Stop having a bank account, just keep your money on you, X, Y, and Z, and all this stuff, because things are going to get bad, and you're gonna need to have you're gonna need to have cash on you. And they were talking all this stuff, all those doomsday preppers and shit, and then look exactly how that backfired on them. This is the crazy thing, all right? It's like the Lord has all bases covered, okay? And honestly, that shouldn't even be a surprise, okay? Because you're always gonna have someone that's gonna think, okay, yeah, well, I can just do this, or I'm planning for this, or I have that. You have these people that said they had $10,000. They just withdrew $10,000. Some dude, he said he withdrew 60,000. Okay, there was lots of people withdrawing large amounts of money, and for those people that made, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what purpose they were gonna have. The one lady, the last lady, that she said she withdrew 4,000, comparatively less to the other two that I just stated, that I actually remembered, which was 10,000 and 60,000. Okay, so I don't know what they were withdrawing 10,000 or 60,000 for. Okay, but very clearly, you have these people that are, so 4,000 makes a lot more sense, and the 4,000 makes a lot more sense, but just in general, it's very, I'll say it's very scary, to say the least, that people are withdrawing, and it's like how do they know who to target? All right, it's like how do they do that? How are they doing that? Like, are they doing some sort of technology? All right, because it's just like I don't know, and it's a very funny thing. And Slakia, the funny thing to me, the thing that is funny is because, like, most of the time, Jake is not going to be Slakia. Let me correct myself. The elect, we're not going to be victims of this. We're going to be able to go under the radar from this type of stuff, because the elect usually don't really have that type of money. So it's like, once again, like, that's just another thing where the Lord always finds a way to make the elect go through under the radar. Okay, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. Okay, but like, it's like this is the thing. Like, I don't have no fucking 60,000 to be robbed like that. But still, the Lord, but still, obviously, like, they would steal for less if it was like. We don't know how much, but they just look, whoever's withdrawing money, and maybe, because I'm assuming that they are looking at how much is being taken out. If they see, they're taking a long time and stuff like that, unless they have some sort of way to, because I see, I guess that's just too, anyway, let's just continue on. Basically, yeah, you see this. Now let me get this. Luke chapter 12 verse 19, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? Okay, so this is exactly that. You have these people that think, oh, okay, yeah, I have all this money, I have all these things, I have all whatever, ready for X, Y, and Z. Okay, I have all this money, and then lo and behold, look what happened. Either the Lord killed you, or the Lord sent a Jake to go and beat the dog shit out of you. All right, or maybe the Lord just made it to just take your money. Then okay, so now whose money is that now? Okay, did you get it back? Okay, I don't even know if all these people got it back. Maybe some of the people that maybe she got it back. And he got, I think, over here. Where is it? It didn't seem like he got that back. Or maybe they spent it before. Where else? These guys, maybe their victim got. Oh no, they didn't even succeed. And looks like he didn't get caught. But basically, yeah, you get the point. Okay, all this stuff that's going on. All this stuff that's going on, it's really not safe. Okay, so let me also get this. Luke chapter 12 verse 21. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward Yahweh. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than raiment, and the Slaki. Let me start over at verse 22. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? Okay, so basically the same way that the Lord takes care and makes sure animals eat, birds eat, all right, the Lord's going to make sure you eat, all right? So, but that's the thing. We are preparing spiritually. We're not preparing by, oh yeah, get your thing. And there was a woman, there was an Eve, specifically an Eve, so-called black woman, that foolishly showed her big ass supply of canned goods and food at her house. All right, when if someone finds out where she lives, all they can do is just kill her, kick her out the house, all that stuff. When there's no, when all hell breaks loose, and then what? Okay, because you are actively making a target. That's a thing. Fuck you. That's the thing. You have this foolish Jake culture of showing off money. Number one, showing off. Oh yeah, look at the good stuff that I got. Look at this. Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Showing off your blessing. Okay, let me actually. Let me get that as well. What was it? Fuck, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it'll come to me. But basically, you have these you have these Jakes that will think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show off my blessing, I'm gonna show off this, I'm gonna show off that, whatnot, and then rather than keeping your blessings to yourself, so you don't make yourself a target. Okay, and that's that Babylonian culture, okay, of putting your business out in the open for literally everybody to know. Okay, and me personally, I grew up always being secretive. I grew up never telling my business out there. All right, never wanting to let people know what's going on with me and whatnot. Okay, and there's that mystery. There's that mystery where most people don't know. Obviously, maybe maybe some people would know, through speakings, and maybe you might have some leakers or someone that's going to leak if you tell someone. So there may be someone in your circle, all right, that might be telling certain stuff, but in general, all right, keeping your business private, that has its merits. All right, especially when it comes to money. Okay, because there was a story. I heard a story of this one friend. Okay, who had got a bunch of money, or Slacky. That was in that movie. What was that movie called? I forgot that movie name, but the movie was some kid. Oh no, Slakia. There was this one YouTuber that said, it wasn't a movie, it was a YouTuber. He said that he had gotten some money from a relative that died or whatever, and as a result of that, somebody else heard about that. They found out, and they planned with one of his friends to rob him. All right, so they robbed him of his stuff when he was saying that he was gonna when he was basically talking about that, he was making that stuff known. So this is the foolishness that people are doing when they are putting their business out in the world. Slakia. All right, so but yeah, like this is the big thing. So let's finish off with this. Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22, for my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are Sar's children, and they have none understanding, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And this is a perfect example of that. All right, you have these Jakes who figured out a new criminal tactic of waiting for people to withdraw money from ATMs and then robbing them. Okay, they made a whole new term for mugging. All right, where it's not just an arbitrary amount like $50, $100 and whatnot. It is thousands of dollars. Okay, 4,000, 10,000, 60,000, all that stuff. Okay, which I'm not gonna lie, I still cannot believe someone withdrew 60,000 like that. But anyway, hey, that's not my business. Okay. Oh, and this dude got ran the fuck over. All right, and they're targeting everyone. Nobody is safe. There was Jakes, there was Elam, all right, there was Moab, women, okay, men, women, all that. Okay, anyone who just withdrew money, they were getting beat up. And even the ATM repairman, even he got attacked. All right, this is some crazy stuff. Like, this is actually genuinely crazy. And unfortunately, I mean, I can't really say it, but to be honest, yeah, you see all these people are other robbers are Jakes. Okay, and that's the thing, Slocky. That's the thing where it's because Jake is being forced into the corner. Lots of Jakes are being forced into these corners. They don't have money for food. They don't have money for all their necessities. Life is not getting any easier. All right, for the 2/3 especially. All right, well, for everyone in general. Okay, but life for the 2/3 is not getting any easier. So they're not saying, okay, well, let me go find an honest living. But rather they're going after these criminal avenues. All right, so yeah, like this is just more and more prophecy. And okay, let me actually now remember one of the verses I was gonna get. I think it's Surah. Let's get this instead. No, second Ezra. Surah chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that crave for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. Verse 29. Fire and hail, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so basically, one of the examples, famine. Okay, so people not the what's it called, the farms being shut down, the farms being burned down. Okay, but I heard that was a long time ago. I haven't heard recently any farms being burned out. Actually, let's just check. Farms. Alright, so I guess yes, there was a farm that burnt down recently.
After an early morning fire,
4 months ago.
Responded to the fire at Cox Farms on.
So yeah, recently, meaning this year, where a farm was in fact burnt down. All right, and I think this is hundreds, tens of thousands of chickens were killed in the fire. All right. Another incident, 1.3 million chickens. So yes, we are going to experience a famine soon. And then on top of that, you have the other judgment, the sword, which is the modern day sword, is the gun. Okay, which is killing lots of people. All right, you're going to have people that are going to be killing for multiple different reasons. The Lord's going to put a spirit on someone to kill for reasons. I need to rob you because I need money. I need to rob you because I need food. I need to rob you because I need to take your stuff or whatever. All right, there are going to be many different reasons to rob people. All right, so things are not getting easier. Things are not getting better. Okay, this is not no time to. This is not no time for jokes. All right. As a matter of fact, hold on. There was this one thing that I seen. All right. Let me see if I can get it. Because there was this one image, if I can get the damn thing, where it basically showed that a bunch of 2/3 were. Oh shit! Can I not show it? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can take this copy image. Alright, hold on. Bear with me one moment. Alright, I'm gonna show it. Give me 1 second. Let me just save it. And then I'm gonna switch the scene. I'm gonna switch the Okay, here. Okay, let's go. Display capture. So yeah, here. Open this up. So you can see over here in the end, during the end of the world, you got Jake that's willing to be joking around and stuff like that, thinking that everything is a game. All right, like it's very ridiculous. All right, you see all the stuff, thinking like, okay, well now it's the time to flex for the gram and whatnot. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's just something that it's sad, but this is what's happening. And again, this is just something that I thought was important to show, because all the prophecy that the Lord said, it's real. And on top of that, on top of it being real, it's not something to take lightly. All right. And on top of that, okay, all the thing is that, as a matter of fact, let me get that as well. Slocky, bear with me. Proverbs. Fuck it. I think I know it. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. So that's another thing where we don't know. We don't understand. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me also get this. Ezekiel 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. So as we are going, as we're doing whatever we're doing, it's not for us to understand. Okay, we might say, oh well, why can't I? Let me go withdraw some money. Okay, let me just go hold this cash so I can use it during the end times X, Y, and Z, so I can forego the whole digital whatever. All right, the digital systems to be put in place, and then lo and behold, the Lord's gonna make it so that when you go to withdraw the money, you're gonna get beat the fuck up, and then if you choose not, if the Lord spares you in that aspect, then okay, well then when the next time you try to use cash, no, the people they just don't accept it. Okay, because I remember going one time to a store when they said next time we're not accepting cash. All right, you have to use card. All right, but then that very quickly, okay, after like a week, that was during the the C9 thing, all right, where after like a week or so, they basically went back to using to accepting cash. Like that whole next time don't bring cash literally meant nothing. Like people were still paying with cash, and people are still paying with cash today. All right, anyway. So yeah, like this is like these are all the different stuff that people might be planning and doing stuff like. It's not for us to plan in and doomsday prep or get a bug out bag or anything like that. Okay, because ultimately none of that can save you. Okay, you're gonna have people like Rick Ross who said, "Oh yeah, I have an underground bunker." All right, and everybody knows. And everyone's probably thinking like, oh yeah, everyone was joking saying, oh yeah, Rick Ross might have a bunker, but he's probably going to die of a heart attack before he even gets to use it. All right, which if a carnal person can say that, then this man is probably done for. All right, and who's to say that might actually happen? All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Just the conclusion, just basically a warning for anyone who tries to think carnally. Like, you need to remember that it's through YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, that we're going to be delivered and protected. Okay, don't be relying on and thinking about, oh yeah, I need to go do this, I need to go prepare, I need to go get some food, I need to go get some cash. All right, like all that stuff is out the window. So with that, praise system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, Wakwak Wadash, double honors to the elders, apostles, the great millstone, about the ball, and Shalom.